Okay, and we're back. It's been a little bit. I think the last day I recorded like a full video was what, 60 or 70 something. I don't know. My new phone came in, so that's been nice. It's been nice not having to have my phone on life support all day, and I'm still reacclimating to the extended amount of battery life that is afforded to you with a actually functioning phone. Um, what was the last day? Day 88. Okay, so it wasn't that long. It's what is it? Day 96. So in a little bit, not quite as long as that one stretch. So that's okay. I I thought I should start recording a little bit more episodes, more lifts rather, because I haven't been recording as much lately, especially since I did the physique reveal. I feel like I should get a couple more videos with the pose downs in them uh, while I can, because I don't know how much longer this cut's gonna go. I've been struggling a little bit. I had a little bit of a cheat day on Easter Sunday. I just decided uh, morning to night eat whatever I wanted for that one day. But I did do an hour on the stairmaster before Easter dinner to try to help mitigate it. I went up. I think I went up like 5 pounds um, from Sunday morning to a Monday morning, but then I went right back down to 160. So it's okay. Let's see if I can pull up a picture of that. 1 second. Where'd it go? Did I delete it? I must have deleted it. Anyway, if I find it, I'll put it in the video. But I think I deleted it because I posted it on Facebook. But either way, um, yeah, there's nothing like a stairmaster to make you fucking sweat, and nothing does like a stairmaster for me at least. I like regular cardio, and maybe it's just because I'm not like pushing it as hard, but it's easier for me to break a sweat doing the stairmaster than it is to do like on the bike or something, and do it like in a sustained manner. So there's that. But anyway, like I was saying, so I've been having a little bit of trouble lately with staying in my deficit, which is probably why I haven't made much progress. There was a good stretch there where I was um, working out daily, and I'm still kind of doing it. I think I had a rest day yesterday, but let's see, for the last was that 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks, I've been on it, like on it like Sonic. But I just wanted to get a couple more videos in mid cut, or I guess closer to the end of the cut, so that I can get a couple good thumbnails with said physique, which uh, should still be able to be seen, when I start the main maintenance phase and then go into the bulk. But here I found it. Hold on. Here we go. See it? There you go. That was not as fun as you would. It was about as fun as you would imagine, honestly. Um, and by that I mean not at all. But it was worth it. I actually felt fucking incredible after I was like done and I was finally done with it. But but yeah, we are doing good. I'm getting sick of not being able to eat anything. And ideally, if I did this whole bulking thing right, I should be right about where I should be weight wise. Um, if I put on muscle mass at a reasonable rate over the 5 to 6 months, because that would be about 5 to 6 pounds more than the end of the previous cut. Not the mini cut, but the main cut that we went or that I did. So I think I might just call it after another couple weeks. I want to do a leg day video tomorrow, and then I'll probably come back in next week or this weekend for a chest day. What day is it today? It's Wednesday, so I don't know. It's day, like I said, it's day 96. So I don't want to go any further than really like 120, or is that even like a divisible of 30? It is. So at 120, I want to cut it off. I would have liked to have been where I want to be at day 90, but it didn't quite work out that way. I mean, I'm lean and I'm looking okay. I'm just not quite as lean as I thought I would be, considering the amount of progress legs had made ahead of the rest of my body. Either that or I've just been desensitized to the way my body looks at a um, certain level of leanness. And I mean, I am heavier, just not. I don't know. If I really lock in, I could probably push a couple more pounds out and get down to like 158 or 157. I don't really want to get all the way back down to 155. It's annoying at this point. So I'll stick it out, try to keep doing what I'm doing, try to stay on top of cardio, and see where that leads us. And then after that, the plan is to do the same thing I did with the I didn't Jesus fucking Christ. Do the same thing I did at the end of the bulk and do maintenance for like a month or so. And then kind of somewhere in the middle of that month or towards the end of that month, I'll transition into a bulk. But that's enough of that. Finish this real quick. And then I'll get in the gym. Thinking use a mag grip for the pull down. I found that one first. I think it was the one with the pretty sure the last back day I did was with my dad over the weekend. Um, he has started working out at the ripe old age of, I want to say he's like 56 or something like that. I don't know. But he called me. He asked me. He's like, hey, I want to start working out again. Mind you, I'm pretty sure he never worked out to begin with because my mom said he's never worked out, as far as I know. Maybe he did when he was in high school or something. But either way, he called me and I was like, yeah, I can help you out. So I gave him a little bit of information, like a routine, a split. Then I wrote him a program to stick to for like 6 to 8 weeks. And then I'll check back in with him and update the routine, you know. But basically, I did a lift with him and showed him a couple of things, a couple variations on the stuff that I already told him. He's already got form down pretty good, just a few cues here and there that are a little bit different, that are not intuitive, like a lot of movements, like with chest movements, it's pretty intuitive. There's just a little bit you gotta learn, but with back, it's a little bit more. Because like you can move weight without activating your back on a pull down, for example. Like so, I could just do this and not get any back whatsoever, just more biceps and shit. But if I'm like feeling my lats activate, it's different. So it was a lot of stuff like that, just giving them kind of cues and pointers and shit. But I'm glad to see that he's taking an interest in it and he's trying to lose weight and all that stuff. So that's fun. I think this is probably the weight we're going to be sticking with here. So I'll take a quick rest pause here, and then I'll cut to the start of the set. Okay. This is another thing or that I talked to him about is like tempo with your reps and like the kind of rhythm that you want to have with reps, which I don't always follow because different. Okay, let me know this one transfer because at different circumstances I have different goals with sets, so the tempo and the pace might change with what I'm trying to achieve, but the general goal is to explode on the way up or down, whichever way the rep is going, and then you control it on the way up. And that was something that really uh, he seemed to click with pretty quickly, uh, which is good. God damn it. Okay. Let's move on to something else.
think I'm definitely gonna try, at least for back specifically. I don't know about everything else. Even though I probably should. Uh, Carry over this method here. You know, the correct method, making it harder for yourself instead of relying on making it heavy. Because the pump, first of all, is way better. I'm finding out in the last couple of months. And two, I feel a lot better doing it. And it's easier to tell when you're actually getting stronger or if your form is bad because you can't go heavier on a movement if you're going that slow in the negative unless you actually get stronger. Because if you can't control it, then you can't control it, and you can clearly tell. So I'm gonna try to keep this philosophy going forward. Continue to keep it. I guess. Whatever. Gonna finish this set off with a drop set, like the last, or like with the apple downs. I don't want to go do pullovers or something because I can feel my whole upper back, and I can feel like this higher ties in bit of the lat. I want to try and get down here, like in this lower lat deep stretch kind of thing. Maybe not a deep stretch because I was thinking about doing the pullovers because usually I'm feeling better down there, but I might do like a kind of reverse grip row. Those usually activate down low for me too. Okay. Okay. Did a couple feeler reps with this in a specific way. And I'm thinking this is what I want. I might switch over to doing some type of single arm pull down or go back over, like I said, and try to do that reverse grip kind of row type deal. That kind of does it, but it's not really any stretch with it. I'm gonna just keep doing the regular pullover nails. But yeah, that felt good. I know that may not look like I was doing much, but I promise you I felt it in my lats. Alright. Joining me on my floor here now. Let's see. I am going to send a lot of cool downs and just really just try to stretch the fuck out of my lat. Okay. Alright. I think that's her cooked. Upper back is cooked. Do I want to do a full pool day or just do back? Yep, just back today. No biceps. Let's see how we're looking. See if I can just keep the lighting that I've been doing so far. So this would be what? 13 weeks of dieting? Maybe? I'm not sure. I should turn this around so I can see if I can find her. Why does that look so fucking crooked? There we go. Let's get one more of these and then get out of here. Do I have enough room with this? There we go. Okay, let's get out of here. I want to try that again because that posing just did not look right in that mirror. And I don't know if it's just because I'm trying to pose a certain way off of the angle of the mirror or whatever, but I feel like that rear double bi and that rear lat spread could have looked a lot better. Let's try this one more time. We'll see how that looks, because I was not happy with the way that looked before. Those shots looked a lot better. Looked more like what they're supposed to. The unfortunate thing is the overall look and lighting looks better in the gym. I just need to find a better way to do like a direct shot like that while still being able to use the mirror. Because when I'm using the mirror and I'm posing, it's looking different than what I'm seeing when it's going through the camera at that angle. So when I do it in there, it's more so what I see, so it looks right, quote unquote. But yeah, I got a couple shots in there. I'm probably not going to use all of them, all like the screen grabs I got as thumbnails. I might just use that cool Arnold pose that I mean, I guess you guys will know when if you're already watching this at this point, you'll know. But I got a couple of them. Every single piece of cardio equipment in the gym was taken. So there's that. I even sat around for a while fucking around with the camera and doing extra shots of the posing and everything, trying different angles. But yeah, no. I literally I double triple checked that if any of them were like open, and not a single one was open. I guess it was cardio hour for everybody. So no cardio for today. But I've got some Sloppy Joe mix made up from last night left in the fridge. I made like a cheesy Sloppy Joe burrito thing. I'm just going to do the same thing again tonight. I basically looked at it as, okay, I made like a pound of ground beef. Buddy, you going to watch where you're going? Pound of ground beef, so that's about 4 different burritos with 4 ounces per burrito, roughly. So I just assumed whatever I made last night was half of it, and I'm going to assume whatever I make this night is the other half. So it makes it easier to track half of the cheese, half of the meat, half of the sauce total for the meals. So if you ever want to make like a bulk amount of food, you can just kind of take as simple kind of measurements as you can, or get like really nice round numbers for the serving sizes or the servings, and then you can
as long as you make that many meals and it's all gone by the time that you should run out, uh, then you should be close enough calories wise. If you don't want to go through the trouble of making individual meals, um, weighing everything out every single time, that works. I've done that before. Um, what else? Yeah, I noticed that like when I make a bulk meal, like I did last night, I end up using less calories, or I guess eating less calories overall, because like for the cheese, for example, I just put in whatever looked right. Like I weighed it out, but I put in an amount that looked right versus adding the cheese per burrito. So I think most of the time, if it's all mixed together, it's going to have the same flavor as opposed to adding the extra calories from. It's kind of like a mind game thing. It's like, all right, I got to add what I wanted for this time, but it's in all actuality less calories, less cheese than you would if you had done it for each individual one. Because you would want to like try to get close to a serving size or close to a portion of a serving size, as opposed to a fractional amount um, that you get when you make one big batch with less overall. That sort of made sense, I think. And if it didn't, I'm sorry. But back is looking there. Some of those shots in the gym in that first posing spot, I could see some kind of faint outlines of a large amount of vascularity, which is exciting for me. I don't believe I'm going to get much leaner than I am now in the next couple weeks. I definitely could if I really fucking lock it down and dial it in, but I'm kind of over it at this point. Um, I got less patience for it, and I wasn't as fluffy as I was the last time I got done with the bulk, and that was on purpose, obviously. So I'm ready to start building muscle again, but not quite yet. I'm gonna give it till maybe 120, day 120, which would be 4 months. I don't want to do the same amount of months of cutting as I do bulking. Generally you want less cutting than you do bulking. I think at least that's what I've gathered from over the last couple of years. So like 6 month bulk and 3 month cut. I'm going to be pushing it to 4 because I had that setback with the trip and a lot of the days where I had cheat days and everything, and it all just kind of adds up to being another month of dieting. But it's fine. It is fine. I should be counting less the months that I had for maintaining and maintenance phase. So that's another 2.5 months, I think. Just then, with the little main gaining phase I had in the mini cut, plus the month of maintenance I had at the end of last year. So 2.5 to 3. So, whatever. I'm rambling on enough. Nothing productive is being done here, and nothing informative is being said. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one. Later.